Hey guys, I'm Austin with Absorb Media, and today I'm going to go over a couple of my favorite accessories I use on my Sony FX6. So this list is in no order, but I'm going to start off with, well, I'm going to point out, I do have a skin on my Sony FX6. I'm not sure I can recommend it, and that's actually not on the list. I just want to point it out that it looks a little different. It's from Cam Skins. It came and it was very difficult to put on. I've ordered things from D brand, and when those showed up, they came with step-by-step directions, or at least pictures to show where to put things and what parts went to what. This was just kind of like a bunch of stickers, and kind of had to figure it all out. It was not fun. So one of my favorite things I've been using more and more lately is this XLR adapter from Rode. The Rode VXLR Pro, and the Pro I believe is the one that has the power out. Not all of them have that, so not all microphones will work with the other. I think it's just the Rode regular XLR, VXLR. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, but I will link this. Everything here will be linked below. This one will be linked down there. That'll be the right one. I've used this to either run my DJI wireless system or a lav mic. I was using it with the Rode wireless setup. It works well with those two. But I've been preferring the DJI on that. But you could also run any 3.5 millimeter microphone into the XLR ports on the handle of the FX6. It's a great adapter. I love that you can get 3.5 millimeter still on a camera like the FX6. I just still wish that this camera had a 3.5 somewhere on the body. Yeah. That's my main complaint with the FX6, but this is not an FX6 review. The next thing on my list is this little rubber spacer here that goes in the mic port, and this allows you to put other microphones that normally don't fit, or if you tried putting a microphone in this and you notice there's too much space there and it's wobbling around, this spacer allows you to put microphones in. I use it for my MKH416 or my MKE600 or my Audio-Technica. It fits most mics, and that's what you need to make the mics fit a little more snug in there. That was inappropriate. Really cheap, and they solved that problem with the microphone wanting to bounce around inside of that. My next thing is another current favorite of mine. I just found this on Amazon. I'm sure if any of you guys bought any knockoff batteries, you're familiar with Wasabi. Wasabi makes a BPU battery for the FX6, and it's the mid-tier one, not the extra long one, but the middle one. They do make an extra long one too. Compare it to this regular Sony one. These are expensive. These are really expensive for the FX6. But Wasabi, this one right here, I think it goes for $75. I actually got it on sale for $60. This is the Sony one. These are expensive. This is the one it came with, the smallest one. And they get real expensive if you want to get this next size up on those. But this Wasabi one, twice the size there. And I get about 4 hours out of this little guy here. I think it's $75 on Amazon, but the links will be below. But I'm obsessed with this, and I'm probably gonna get a few more of these because you can now throw this in your bag instead of a giant V-lock. But I've been obsessed with this because it's so tiny and it almost outperforms some of my smaller V-locks. I might get a few more of these, to be honest. And next up is the Condor Blue E-mount body cap. And I love this body cap. It's expensive for a body cap, but I don't know if you can see here. It is metal, and I love it. And not only is it metal, it actually locks into place. So it's metal with their little logo, and they also have it in black, but I thought this color with the little blue logo looked good with the white skin that I have here. So it actually will turn in and lock, and I love that. It's not going nowhere. It is solid. But I think I'm gonna get a few more for all my other bodies. I really like Condor Blue. Their products seem to be really high end when it comes to quality, and I'm pretty sure every product they sell is a lifetime warranty, which is amazing. So I now bought their HDMI cables because I've had so many HDMI cables on my monitors kind of wear out over time on my cameras on set. So I got the Condor Blue ones. None have actually gone out on me, but if they do, there's a lifetime warranty on them, which is pretty awesome. But I don't know. I really like this. This is one of those little things I really like about. I really like having that on my body. It just feels a little more secure, and it looks pretty cool. Now, if you already got a bunch of V-lock batteries, Tilta makes an adapter that goes right into the back of the FX6 like this, and it actually just locks in using the battery compartment. But you plug it into the 9-volt power supply there, and that's actually where it gets power in there. And then the V-locks just slide on. And actually, this is I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Next is my one of my favorite V-lock batteries. Look how tiny this is. This was my favorite battery, and I've been using this for everything. It's a 99 watt hour V-lock battery. And look at the size, it's tiny. And I loved how it paired with this. I love that size. Look at that. I know it all. I know my camera's not built out, but still, that kept it really compact. But that's if you want to go the V-lock way. And sometimes that's great if you got a heavy lens on the front where that V-lock will kind of balance it out. It's not real heavy, but it does have a good counterweight, which, unless you want to go really, really light and that's your main goal, I highly recommend the Wasabi batteries here. That is so tiny. And one of the last things I saved here is the Tilta cage system. I absolutely love this cage system for the FX6. It just really completes the cinema package when you have it built out. It has screw mounts just about everywhere you need them. Also, I really like the look of it on the Sony FX6. And the kit also comes with that V-lock mount I showed you if you get the full kit with it. I love the handle on it too as well. Just a great camera cage to have for the FX6 if you're kind of needing that modularity. I use it to put on HDMI wireless transmitters if I have anything like that. Or if I am using the DJI wireless transmitter that I need to mount onto the camera using the Rode 3.5mm adapter, I will use the cage to mount a shoe mount to that. And the last thing I saved for last, I saved the last for best, and I saved the best for last. This really excited me when I found this card, and it actually worked for media. The SanDisk 512 gigabyte, 170 megabytes per second SD card will work in the Sony FX6 at 24 FPS, even in 4K DCI. Will roll forever. It will not drop frames. It will not stop. It will work. It will not work in some of the slow-mo settings. I believe it'll do 120 and 1080p, but I think you can only do 60 4K on it. I will have a test coming up to really push this card and see what it can do. If you want to see that, please subscribe, because that will be coming. I can tell you right now, guaranteed, it will work at 24 FPS. So if you're just doing cinema stuff, just talking head, none of that B-roll montage stuff, which I'm assuming if you have an FX6, that's not the kind of stuff you do. And it costs significantly less than these little CFast Express type A cards that are insane. The only reason I have this, I have two 80 gig ones, is to be able to capture that 120 in 4K when I need it, which is not very often. Most of the time I need the 24. Well, that's really it. That's all I use as of right now. There's only accessories I have from FX6 that I love, that I've purchased since I've had it. One of the great things about the FX6 is it doesn't really take a lot to really get it up and going, which was one of the main reasons I bought it. So, but these things, especially, man, I can't even pick my favorite one. Actually, if I had to pick my favorite one, probably the SD card, because it saved me the most money. But these are great accessories, and I use these almost every single day. Well, if you guys enjoyed this kind of content, please subscribe to see more, and I really appreciate you watching. I will see you guys in the next one.